Hello everybody and welcome to another World of Tanks weekly replay with me, Hijack, here. And today I'm going to show you a very special replay of me in my Udes 14 Alt 5. This replay was actually I just got this replay done. I just did it on Sunday, November 3rd, so today's the November 4th. So yeah, it was right away I did this and I had to put it into a video because this is a very big occasion. This match was the very first time after 16,000 battles that I got a Radley-Walters medal. So it was a big deal for me. And right off the bat, I'm going to go to this bush here at F6 on Glacier. We are in a tier 8 match. Tried to take a shot on that E25 as he crossed that little gap there, but I just missed. Now, we're top tier in this match, which is always a nice thing. And yeah, so as you can see by the map deployment, a lot of the enemy team went to the middle area of the map, which is very weird. So I decided to pull around the backside of this rock here, and our teammate spots that T-29, and I put a shot into him, tracking him for 309 damage. And he's going to repair. I guess he decided that it's time to get moving. And I happen to reload and I take it another shot, damage him for 401 damage, and track him again. Now I know that he's used his repair kit at this point, so I should be good to take a clear shot once I'm reloaded, and I do, taking him out of the match. That was kill number 1. So there's still a lot of enemy red tanks over in the center area of the map. Glacier. There's an AMX 1357 up on the aircraft carrier at the top there. I was going to fire at him, but he got taken out by our M41 Bulldog before I even had a chance. So one of my favorite spots is this bush here, along with this IKV-90B, and so I'm going to go back and see what I can spot over in the far corner edge there, where the E25 and Super Pershing were last spotted. Now at this moment, I drove down the slope out in the open. I don't know what I was thinking at the time, but I think I was hoping to get some extra spots on those guys in the middle, and then I decided that I'm out in the open and that's not good, so I back up to get behind the bush once again and get into cover, trying carefully not to back into that IKV-90B in case somebody does get spotted. I'm going to pull up back around this mountain rock here and see what else I can get a shot on. And we've now spotted guys up on the far ridge, so I see there's a Super Pershing and a Leo up there, but my friend Sputnik RSS, who's with me, points me to that Batchat 12-ton out in the open. I take a shot, and 68 damage is all he's got, but he's out of the game once again. So trying to get silhouettes on those two tanks over on the far ridge there, and there's a lot of cover, so it's hard to get anything lined up, but they have to fall back to a certain spot, and the Leo does. He makes a mistake, and I make him pay for that mistake with 358 hit points off of his tank. He's down to 175, and there's an E25 out in the open on the slope. He happens to back right into my line of fire, and I hit him for 348. Now it just seems that sometimes tanks just drive in front of your gun, so you know, you'll take it when you can get it, and this happens to be the time when I'm going to be getting it. Leo backs up too far, trying to escape the punishment from the guys on the ridge, but that was his mistake, and I take him out of the match. The E25 is still poking around out in the open, starts driving toward us for some reason to get away, and I take him out of the match. So that's number 4 if you're keeping track. Auto-lock the Super Pershing, and he just moves his silhouette out of my visual range. But he's moving back, and we're going to see what we can do. Staying in this bush, once again, this happens to be working, so why not use it to my advantage, right? Still looking for the silhouette on the Super Pershing. He's down to 457 hit points. I try to get a spot on that M46 KR over there, but he's still behind the center rock. Auto-lock the Super Pershing once again, and take him out of the match for kill number 5. So now my team is up 7-4. I've done 2,000 damage so far, so I'm pretty good. I'm feeling like I'm doing pretty well for how I usually play. It's a massive improvement. But the numbers are dwindling, and there's the M46 KR trying to cross the center there. I tried a snapshot, hit the ground and side him there, so I didn't do any damage. Our T-29s up on the north are looking like they're going to have a little bit of trouble, as there's several heavy tanks up there, so they're outnumbered 3-2. So I start deciding to move to help cover support, stopping just to take a peek and see if that Hotch or Super Pershing were going to peek out into a line of fire for me. So as I move into the north to try and cover the last remaining T-29, as we just lost one not too long ago, there's still two T-29s and a King Tiger over on the A line over there. I'm going to try and drive up to these trees. I can't really get visual through the trees, but I get a decent spot. And our final T-29 gets taken out of the match. So now I'm just waiting for these guys to drive out in front of my line of fire. I was going to take a shot on the King Tiger, but I thought I'd try the T-29 before he left my visual range, but I bounce off the back of him. Stupid RNG. So the next shot goes into the sure kill, the T-29, and take him out for kill number 6. So, we got 2 T-29s last spotted up in A3, an EBR Hotch and a Pershing over in D2, D3, a Super Pershing in E4, and there's a WZ-121 FT over in K5. We're up 9-9. Oh no, we're not. We're tied. 9-9, my mistake. We're tied at 9-9. So this match went from a substantial lead to being tied. So not good at all. Our friendly setter looks like he's going to go see if he can spot the heavies, and I decide that the heavies are probably still there, so I'm going to start making my way over to see what is going to come of it. So I'm going to wait here for a minute and see if he spots anybody peeking around there. I see Sputnik RSS in the P-44 Pantera dueling with the Super Pershing on the center ridge there. And, well, the T-29s haven't been spotted, so they're no longer over there, I'm believing. So, what to do? What to do? Well, we're going to just go poke over there just to make sure that they're just not further back. Although the setter has moved up and not spotted them. One T-29 has been spotted falling all the way back to G2, where he's at his base. So that just leaves the lone T-29 that was last spotted up in A3. So I decide to not bother going over to the A line because the setter would have spotted them if they were over there. It's time to deal with that Super Pershing now. Sputnik has gone up the slope to the aircraft carriers to get a good angle on the Super Pershing, and I drive the gap because he was last spotted in the gap, but he wasn't spotted there anymore, so he's obviously moved on. So I turn around to go back. And there he is, boom, right up top. He was near me, right on the other side of the gap there. So I come around this right side of the gap to take a shot, and I spot the final T-29, who happens to be peeking out behind the rock at E2 there. Now I take a snapshot after he hits me and damages my fuel tank, but obviously snapshots don't work very well, and I happen to miss and shoot the ground. So I'm driving through the gap, and I, lo and behold, spot the Super Pershing once again, who is probably trying to get a kill shot on me, or at least a shot on me. So I drive far after being spotted all the way to the side ridge. Now my hope here is to cross the ridge and possibly outspot him. But I happen to spot the T-29 fleeing from the setter and take him out of the game. That leaves the Super Pershing and the T-29 remaining for the enemy team. We're now up 13-9. This victory is all but secured. So now it's time to go pick on the Super Pershing. Sputnik's up on the top edge of that aircraft carrier, as you can see, hoping to get a decent shot. I see spot the Super Pershing in the middle of the gap. He was going to come up the slope, but I guess he decided that wasn't the best idea, as he's got less hit points. No, he's got more hit points. No, we're about even in hit points. Sputnik RSS takes a shot and damages him for 251. I take a shot on him for 310. Catching his attention, so he starts heading my way. The T-29 has taken out our Super Pershing and our Charioteer, who I really haven't, at this point of the match, I didn't even know we had a Charioteer. He takes out the Super Pershing with a nice shot and a fire. That leaves us 14-10. All that's left is the T-29, and I am at 7 kills. 2,800 damage plus the blind shot on the T-29 at the beginning of the match. So, probably over 3,000 damage at this point. I know there's a special medal. When I was playing this, I didn't realize it was the Radley-Walters, but I knew I get a medal for 8 kills. So I kindly asked the team if I can have the last kill. And that's the goal, is to see if I can get the last kill. If not, you know, it was all good. But the team was very gracious, as you'll see in just a second. This Charioteer hits the T-29 for almost all his hit points, leaving him on 127. The Stutter hits him, leaving him on 19, and I swoop in and get the 8th kill, taking him out of the match. So in the end of that match, I got a Mastery Badge First Class, Fire 4 effect, and Bruiser, plus the Radley-Walters, and of course, Top Gun. 3,113 damage. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. And in the end of the match, the team did absolutely fantastic, with 4 of us in the remaining 5 doing at least 2,000 damage. And shout out to everybody on our team who stayed alive and dished out all that amazing damage. That was one amazing match. Thanks again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this replay, and I hope to keep continuing to do these again next week. Take care.